Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm finally buying the most wanted character skin in my collection. And to complete this draw, it took me 2 years. Now, that might not sound like a big deal to some people, but for me, this is probably one of the longest things I've ever waited for in CODM. The cool thing is that I've actually recorded every time I spun this draw over the years, so you can literally see my progress from different seasons. So why this specific skin? To explain that, we have to go back a few years. This was during what I consider my peak CODM era. It was when I stopped playing casually and started paying attention to everything in the game. I started learning movement, watching competitive players, understanding the meta, and just becoming a complete CODM nerd. Back then, whenever I saw a really good player, there was a high chance they were using Artery. In ranked, in scrims, in competitive matches, and even in YouTube videos, Artery was everywhere. And because I kept seeing sweaty players use this skin, I slowly started associating it with skill. Whenever I saw an Artery in my lobby, I already knew I had to lock in because there was a good chance that player was going to be a problem. Some of you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Nowadays, Vivian is probably the skin that gets used the most by sweaty players, but back then, Artery was on another level. It became one of those skins that every serious player recognized instantly. That's when I decided that one day I wanted this character in my collection. The problem was that getting it wasn't as simple as just buying it. I had to wait, and wait, and wait some more. Every time I thought I was getting closer, the draw wasn't available. Sometimes it wasn't in the For You section. Sometimes I didn't have enough CP saved. Sometimes I just had to be patient and wait for another chance. During that time, I actually ended up buying Lunar Maria. Not because I wanted it more than Artery, but because I got tired of waiting. The Artery draw just wasn't showing up for me, and I honestly wasn't sure when it would return. But even after getting other skins, Artery was always the one I wanted the most. That's why I never gave up on it. Over the years, I kept saving, kept waiting, and kept telling myself that eventually I'd get the chance. And now, after 2 years, here we are. What's funny is that if you look at the clips, you can actually tell they're from different years. Different lobbies, different seasons, different UI changes. You're basically watching a mini timeline of my CODM journey. Looking back, I think the wait actually made this skin more valuable to me. If I had gotten it instantly, I probably would have been happy for a few days and moved on. But because it took so long, every spin felt important. Every year felt like another step closer to finally getting it. And I think that's something that applies outside of CODM too. Sometimes you don't get what you want immediately. Sometimes it takes months or even years. But when you finally achieve it, the feeling is completely different because you know how much patience it took. And not only did I finally get my most wanted character skin, but I also got this beautiful legendary Prestige M16. I still don't own everything I want in CODM. There are still plenty of characters, mythics, and legendary items I'd love to have someday. But after finally getting this skin, I've realized something. I don't need everything right now. As long as I keep working toward it, I'll eventually get the things I want. It's just a matter of time. And honestly, that's one of the reasons this Artery skin means so much to me. It's not just another character skin anymore. It's a reminder of the time, patience, and effort it took to finally get it. Even today, whenever I see an Artery player in a lobby, I still have that feeling in the back of my mind. Like, okay, this guy might actually be a sweat. If you've ever run into those Artery sweat demons, you know exactly what I mean. Anyway, that's the story behind my most wanted skin, and why it took me 2 years to finally get it. Let me know in the comments what skin you've wanted the longest and whether you've managed to get it yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.